Hi, Artemis Paints here. There are a lot of international football matches coming up, and this is a big year for football. I've created football calculators for various leagues. I'll be releasing them soon. However, for now, I want to show you an unusual calculator that you can look at and use today. You can find the link to my No Team Data Football calculator under the video. I call this the No Team Data Football Calculator because there is no team data involved. This calculator can be used for any match, including league games, cup games, internationals and friendlies. It can also be used in play as long as the score is 0-0. The calculator is unusual because there's no team data in the calculator. All of my other calculators, which are soon to be released, are based on the team's past results. So one of the reasons I'm showing you this calculator is to demonstrate that I've pretty much reverse engineered how Betfair generates its football odds. So what you do is you go to Betfair and look at any match, input the Betfair match odds and the 0-0 odds into the calculator, and the calculator will generate odds for current scores over under 2.5 and both teams to score. The calculator is based purely on mathematics. It doesn't know who the teams are, whether the match is a league match, a cup match or a friendly. In play, it doesn't know how the teams have been playing, yet based on 4 numbers, the calculator can generate an accurate list of odds for other markets. Now, I'm not going to show you calculator odds and compare them with Betfair odds. If I do that, you might think that I've cherry-picked results. So I've left the calculator on my website so that anyone interested can test the accuracy of the calculator for themselves. So I suggest that you test the calculator pre-match first. The calculator gives odds out that correspond to the odds that you put in. Therefore, if the match odds add up to 100%, the odds on all the current score, BTTS, and over under 2.5 goals markets will also add up to 100%. However, if you input the odds that are lower than 100%, the calculator will return the same percentage for other markets. So you should probably use Betfair odds. So the odds I put into the calculator are the odds for the Champions League final between Liverpool and Real Madrid in the morning of the match. You might have noticed that I put some strange numbers into the calculator, such as 3.875, and this is because the draw odds and Real Madrid's odds were 3.85 to back and 3.9 to lay. Therefore, the 3.875 was an average of the back and lay odds. So if there are gaps between the back and lay odds, you can put the average in. If the gaps are too big, it might be best to wait until the match odds settle down. And the other thing is that the calculator gives out slightly lower under 2.5 goals compared to Betfair. That's the odds. In addition, it gives out slightly higher odds on over 2.5 goals relative to Betfair. And this is reflected on the odds on other markets. However, it's such a small difference on the 2.5 goal market that you might not even notice the effects on the current score market. I've used this calculator for over a year, and when I look at the odds, I've just kept aware of this slight difference. There are a lot of ways in which this calculator can be used for trading. I'll only explain one potential way here. The match odds are usually more liquid than the other sets of odds. When the match odds market strengthens, there are often still gaps between the odds in the other markets. When there are big gaps in the odds, the real odds don't always lie in the middle of the gap. Therefore, the calculator might help you to decide which side of the gap is value. So once you've tested the calculator pre-match, you can test the calculator in play. There are often big gaps in the current score market in play. Remember that the odds must be 0-0 for this calculator to work. In addition, you have to input the current in-play match odds and 0-0 odds. The fact is, to give yourself a good chance of making money from football trading, you have to be able to price matches. I'm not able to do this myself. However, I do know how to create calculators that can. Anyway, that's all for this video. If you're interested in hearing about my calculators that I'll be releasing soon, you might want to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. So anyway, take care and good luck.